Alrighty here, 10/29/95, and Wally P, you are up next. And hey, it's almost like you guys all got together and you're like, hey, you know what we should do? We should all pick shows this month where the first set is just like kind of okay. Because again, that's sort of what we had here. We had the Buried Alive opener, which Wally P said he just got in the door for. Late arrival for Wally P said it was a hard ticket to come by this one here in Louisville, Kentucky. A little bit surprising, but then leading into Halloween, it was a big year, 1995, so I guess that is somewhat understandable. So you get the Buried Alive opener, and then it's almost like they followed that with three more songs that could have been openers. Now, I don't know if this was a situation, I can't imagine it was a situation where people were slow to get down, really, but then Poor Heart, Julius, Punch You in the Eye, a sharp punch you in the eye, the Poor Heart, okay, maybe had a little bit of a Kentucky feel. And then the Cars, Trucks, and Buses. They had a couple two instrumentals and an a cappella in the first set. But then also a pretty nasty Split Open and Melt. And then the Split Open and Melt, while there was always remnants of Melt there, and it was just as intense as always, but it was a little bit less chaotic, maybe more understandable, this Melt. Somewhat of a throwaway Gumbo. I hate it when they play a throwaway Gumbo. I feel like Gumbo at least deserves the 3 or 4 minutes of a jam extra section in there, you know? Then the Sweet Adeline was the a cappella first set ender. And then it's like, all right, well, set two's here, what we're here for, right? Not a ton to say about this one either, other than I was a Mango song I'm always rooting for. And Makisupa Policeman opening the set. Kind of don't remember. There was something lyrically there that was not just your token. What they would shit. I should have written it down. I don't remember. But anyways, we got a little alternate lyric on Makisupa Policeman, and then it's into the David Bowie. And it was weird here. I was re-listening on Phish.in, and they had Melt Jam charted and David Bowie not, which maybe neither, maybe both, but certainly not Melt and not the Bowie. That seemed weird. And then the best part about the Bowie was toward the end. This was or was that even the Melt? One of them toward the end. Trey's tone was so good, almost sounded like a heavy metal tone, like an '80s heavy metal tone. He played a couple of nice riffs in that tone, and staying just briefly though, staying within the song. And I don't even remember if that was Melt or Bowie. Tell you the truth here, I did write something down. Did I write something down? That was actually at the end of the Melt. I did write that down. All right, all right, all right, all right. So really, a good show overall. And then Lifeboy, kind of much like the Sphere show. When you're looking at this on paper, you're not really expecting Lifeboy to kind of be one of the songs of the show, but it was. And then the Coon right in the middle of It's Ice, in the It's Ice Jam section, they just fall right nicely into Coon. That feels like something they would have done several times, because that just almost felt like a natural there. And it's somewhat, unless you're just looking to really devour the It's Ice Jam and you don't necessarily need this golf cart marathon nonsense. That's totally understandable. Shaggy Dog, nice to hear. Something we don't get a lot. Like I said, same thing with Mango Song. And then Amazing Grace, the a cappella ender. Funky bitch closer. End of the night is the encore. So, a little bit of a Kentucky feel there, I suppose. You know, it just seems like all these bands, when they play in Kentucky, they're like, all right, time to bust out the bluegrass. By all these bands, I mean jam bands. Frank Zappa. All right, so, yeah, it's shocking. Lifeboy would be one of the highly recommended songs. Trey really feeling it in that one. And then, obviously, Melt and Slave to the Traffic Light. Even the Slave to the Traffic Light, you could probably live without this one. David Bowie, though, if you're a Bowie fan, check this one out for sure. All right, here I go again, pretending I'm a Phish influencer. Boom. Listen to whatever you want. I'm just doing these because it's a slow time and I have some members, and members get to make a request. There seems to be some confusion there. Every video, somebody makes a request and I feel bad because I ignore their request. I do not honor it. Well, I get a lot of requests. If you're watching this now and you've made a request that I've ignored, I get a lot of requests, man. I had to do something. Members was the way to go. All right, guys, boom. Although I'm not really looking for any members at this point, so it's kind of we're in a little bit of a jam band Phish stalemate here. Let me guys. I don't know what that meant. Wally P, thank you. Still haven't checked out Mr. Show. I should do that right now. I mean, why not? I never sleep, so I might as well watch out and check out Mr. Show. Boom.